Bullying, that insidious shadow that haunts playgrounds and hallways, leaves scars that linger far beyond adolescence, shaping worldviews and whispering doubts into the strongest spirits. For Derek Hough, the charismatic judge on Dancing with the Stars and a paragon of grace in the world of dance, this dark chapter of his youth is not a footnote but a foundational force that informs his empathy, his advocacy, and his unyielding commitment to uplifting others. In a poignant revelation shared through a heartfelt Instagram video, Derek opened up about the extreme bullying he endured as a child. Incidents so harrowing they included being hung upside down from a tree, spat on, beaten, hog-tied in a field for hours, and most chillingly having a gun held to his head. This wasn't casual cruelty, it was a relentless campaign of physical and emotional torment that tested the limits of a young boy's resilience. Derek, now 40, grew up in a tight-knit family in Utah, where dreams of dance flickered early amid the vast landscapes of the American West. From the tender age of 12, he and his sister Julianne traded the familiar comforts of home for the rigorous discipline of ballroom training in London, a move that catapulted them toward stardom but isolated them in ways few could imagine. Yet, before the spotlights of competition floors and television screens, there was school, a battleground where differences became targets. Derek was no ordinary kid. His passion for dance, his lithe build, and his gentle demeanor marked him as other, in the eyes of peers steeped in rigid notions of masculinity. What began as taunts escalated into violence, a progression that mirrors countless stories but hits harder when told by someone whose public persona radiates joy. The Instagram video, posted on a crisp October day, served as more than personal catharsis. It was a clarion call during National Bullying Prevention Month. Derek's voice, steady yet laced with the weight of memory, recounted the specifics with unflinching detail. "For those of you who don't know this about me, I was severely bullied as a kid myself," he began, his eyes locking with the camera as if addressing each viewer individually. The image of being suspended by his feet from a tree branch evokes a visceral helplessness, the world inverted, blood rushing to his head as laughter echoed below. Spitting, a degrading violation of dignity, stripped him of agency in moments meant for play. Beatings left bruises that faded but etched fear into his muscle memory. The hog-tying in an open field, abandoned for hours under the merciless sun or indifferent stars, amplified isolation to torturous levels, turning nature's expanse into a prison of solitude. But nothing rivals the gun incident, a moment where childhood games twisted into life-or-death peril. Derek didn't elaborate on the who or why, preserving the privacy of youth's folly, but the implication is gut-wrenching. A toy or real, the threat was existential, imprinting a primal awareness of mortality. "That was a whole different level of what you might call physical and emotional torture," he concluded, the words hanging heavy. This wasn't hyperbole. Psychologists affirm that such traumas rewire the brain, heightening vigilance and sometimes stifling joy. For Derek, it could have derailed his trajectory, yet instead, it forged steel in his spine. Dance became his refuge, a language where bodies spoke truths words couldn't. In London's competitive circuits, where precision met passion, Derek found mentors who saw his potential beyond the scars. Julianne, his constant ally, shared the burdens, their sibling bond a fortress against the world's barbs. Together they amassed championships, but Derek's solo journey wove through Broadway, film, and ultimately the glittering chaos of Dancing with the Stars, where he's judged with fairness born of hard-won wisdom. His partnership with Hayley Erbert, his wife, mirrors this resilience. Their 2023 wedding, a celebration of love's triumph, stands as testament to healing's power. Advocacy flows naturally from such a wellspring. Derek's video wasn't mere recollection, it urged action. "The toll that bullying has on young people is unimaginable," he emphasized, spotlighting statistics. 1 in 5 students faces severe harassment, with LGBTQ+ youth and those in arts disproportionately affected. His story humanizes these numbers, showing how unchecked aggression ripples into adulthood, potentially fueling cycles of silence or retaliation. Derek partners with organizations like Stomp Out Bullying, using his platform for workshops that teach empathy through movement. Imagine a session where kids learn to mirror each other's steps, fostering trust where suspicion once reigned. On a personal level, Derek's healing is ongoing, a dance of therapy, journaling, and community. He credits mindfulness practices, yoga flows that echo his choreography, breath work that steadies the racing heart, for reclaiming peace. Fatherhood looms on the horizon. He and Hayley speak of family with quiet excitement, vowing to instill kindness as armor. "I wouldn't change it," Derek reflected, a paradox that reveals growth's alchemy. The pain sharpened his gratitude for applause, deepened his compassion for contestants facing their vulnerabilities on DWTS. Critically, Derek's candor challenges Hollywood's gloss. Celebrities often curate invincibility, but his vulnerability invites authenticity. Fans flooded comments with solidarity, "Your strength inspires me, thank you for breaking the silence," turning a solo testimony into collective catharsis. It sparks dialogues in schools, where educators now reference Derek's tale in assemblies, and in homes, where parents probe deeper into their children's days. Ultimately, Derek Hough's story is one of reclamation. From a boy with a gun to his temple to a man wielding influence like a spotlight, he's transmuted suffering into service. Bullying didn't define him, it refined him, proving that even in darkness rhythm persists. As he twirls through life, Derek reminds us, every step forward, no matter how tentative, defies the ties that once bound. In sharing his scars, he offers a map for others: dance through the fear and emerge lighter, freer, alive.